All right, this is episode 22.
Hello.
This episode is going to be kind of just like a big rant.
Today I'm calling you about your car's extended warranty.
Nah, not a rant about that. Although that is annoying.
It is, bro. They call all the time.
Have they started texting you yet?
No.
Now that they text me.
I threatened them.
They don't care.
They hung up the phone on me as soon as I tried telling them I had like a 1877 wagon. And the man just hung up the phone on me as soon as I said 1877.
I try to be legitimate and they hang up on me.
Really?
Because my car is legitimately
I think they just steal your voice and try to use it as other stuff.
I don't know if they're smart enough to do that.
I mean,
I tried because my car is legitimately a 99.
Yeah.
They'll call me and they'll ask me what year my car is, and I'll say 99, and they'll hang up on me. And I'm like, you're the one that called me. I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, I just want to get some. I want that extended warranty.
It's a 99, and you hang up on me. And then not only
why don't you try telling your truck something that's like actually new?
Because I don't want the extended warranty.
There is no extended warranty. There's nothing.
If there is,
it's a big scam.
I don't need the extended warranty on my truck. I want it on my car. And if they're going to offer me extended warranty, they better give it to me on my car.
That's a fair point.
But no, they hang up on me because they're disrespectful.
They are disrespectful.
All right. Let's answer the internet.
Here's a question for you, okay? How long would it take for you to eat your own body weight in hot dogs? That's a messed up question.
Just with buns or without buns?
Without buns. Just the hot dogs only. It would take me 72 hours.
How long would it take me to eat my weight in hot dogs?
Mm-hmm. So you're like ripped 180. And we all know this.
I'm just trying to think how many pounds I could probably eat in a day.
Oh, you could take in 30 pounds a day.
No.
Oh, yeah, man.
There's
You
no
got
way.
it. Just sit there at your computer, editing, just cram hot dogs down with a bottle of water. And
I'm going to say like 3 months.
you really think that long?
Probably.
I could do mine in I could probably do mine in a week.
Because what do you think you can eat in it? How many pounds do you think you can eat in a day?
I could take 10 in easy.
A day?
Yeah. If need be.
That's if need be. As if there's like a need that arises for this.
I can take 10 in a day. I've tested this theory.
I think I could probably eat 5. Maybe 5 pounds. Because a pound.
Think about it. You eat
3 meals.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a lot of meat. I don't think I can do that much, actually. I'm going to say 2 weeks I could have it down.
3 to 5. How does that add up?
I'm just changing it up.
3 to 5 pounds a day is probably roughly what you could take in.
Yeah. I'm over that limit, though. I think I could take 10 in.
There's no way. We'll make a video about this.
I'm not eating that many hot dogs.
I will buy you 10 pounds of hot dogs. If you think you can eat 10 pounds of hot dogs.
I mean, how much money am I getting offered? You offering me money?
I'm offering you 10 pounds of hot dogs.
No, there's no way I'm just sitting down just to eat
How
them.
much money do you need to try to eat 10 pounds of hot dogs?
Oh, you don't have that money. I mean, you might have that money, but it would be a lot.
$100.
No, I couldn't.
To eat hot dogs?
No, man.
It's not anything gross. It's not like you're drinking a gallon of thick water.
I can't get 10 pounds of hot dogs done in one day.
You
It's
just
not happening.
said you could.
I don't think I can. Okay, I lied.
All right,
I'm not going to lie. I lied.
What about 5 pounds?
That's still a lot of hot dogs, man.
What if it was like a challenge? 10 pounds of hot dogs. If you get it down in one day, get $10,000.
Yeah, I'd try it then. You got 10,000 you want to throw on the line for it?
That would be tempting because I know you can't get 10 pounds down in a day.
You really don't think I could?
No.
I think I could take it in. I mean, we're talking a 24-hour process. I think I can get 10 pounds in.
There's no way.
I wonder how many packs of hot dogs that'd be. Are they going to be good ones too? Can you at least fill them with cheese and cook them for me? No, actually, I don't want the cheese. That's more.
I was going to say, fill them with cheese.
No,
whatever you want. You want buns?
No.
You want toppings? Whatever you want.
No. I think, I don't know. 10,000. I mean, I would definitely try for 10,000. That's worth it.
You'd probably die.
Think so?
You'd bust your hernia back open.
Spend that $10,000 in medical bills.
Exactly. That's what you'd do.
Like, well, wasn't worth it. All right, hit me up with another one.
All right. Do you think you could beat any creature on Earth if you had 2 samurai swords?
No.
You don't think so?
That bear is going to demolish me.
2 samurai swords, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Samurai swords.
You ever? Okay, are we considering a shark a creature?
Is that even a question?
I mean, we can't.
Is that a legitimate question?
Well, a creature is not actually a sub or a title of animal.
Anything that's living.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Any creature.
anything.
Yeah.
No,
That's a creature.
Have you ever tried swinging something in water? How slow it moves? You ever tried punching in water?
Okay, but you can you can stab it. Look,
it's not going to do you no good.
A spear?
It'll swallow you.
You ever heard of a spear?
Yes.
They spearfish.
Okay, but it doesn't
Fish are in water, aren't they?
Okay, but are you going to spear inside of a shark's mouth? It'll probably just
why does it have to be
fall down
his
his
mouth?
throat.
And you have 2 of them.
You're not going to kill him. Just accept the fact you're defeated.
No, 2 samurai swords.
Yes, you are. You're gone.
I could beat just about anything.
You think this because you swing one around in your backyard every now and then that you're good with them.
Just about anything with 2 samurai swords.
You're not. It's not going to happen. Your arms are going to get sore.
It doesn't say arms get sore. That's not what it says.
Oh, so if I can have the biggest arms in the world and swing as hard as I want?
Yeah.
Oh, well then yeah.
Well,
one good slice and I could chop somebody in half if I got enough strength behind me.
Even if you don't have the biggest arms in the world. You got 2 samurai swords.
It doesn't matter. A pack of coyotes is coming at you, okay? Or no, let's just say wolves. What?
Okay, let's say wolves, all right?
Okay.
Say you're right here. There's 100 wolves around you.
Yeah.
Hold out the swords and you spin in circles. And you turn yourself
Eventually,
into
you're going to get tired. You're going to fall because you got dizzy. Over.
You don't have to kill them all because once they see all their friends go into this blender of samurai swords.
Really, with wolves, you just need to take the leader out and they'll all back off until a new leader arrives.
Exactly. I think you could do a lot of damage with 2 samurai swords.
I'm not saying you couldn't, but oh man, that was rough. I'm not saying you couldn't, but I don't think you're taking on a shark.
I think a shark is the least of your problems.
What else do you have in mind?
I mean, I think a bear is going to give you way more problems.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I said a bear. He'll demolish you.
That'd be
imagine
probably
a polar bear.
Yeah, I think a regular bear. Or
my luck, and I'll just clip his toenail off or something.
I think those 2 would be your biggest problems. Other than that,
I agree.
I don't know much else that would give you too much trouble.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Like a gorilla could.
A gorilla could, yeah.
But if you got 2,
what if you just like swung one at a gorilla and it just like stopped and hit his stomach?
But the thing is,
then what are you doing?
The thing is, it's not like if you stab them, it's going to kill them.
Yeah. Fair point.
They move kind of slow, but they're very strong. So if you're like really uncoordinated, they could get them away from you and then you're done.
Yeah, fair point. I don't know why. My phone is like blowing up today, man. I'm sorry. It's all these people and
all these interruptions.
Yeah. But
I think you could take out pretty much anything with the samurai.
I don't think
2 samurai
anything.
swords.
I don't agree with you on that. But okay, how long would you have to starve to become a cannibal? 72 hours and I'm eating you.
I was thinking 3 days.
Yeah.
So it's 72 hours.
Yeah, 3 days and you're getting 8.
Except for those some days, I think like if I miss like 2 meals, I might become a cannibal.
Some days if I miss breakfast, like I'm done.
You think you just become a cannibal from missing breakfast?
Yep, I'm asking you another one. I feel like I'm the reader today.
You be the reader.
Okay. Would you rather fight a short gladiator or a rhino? I'm going to fight the gladiator.
Yeah. I'm not fighting a rhino.
No, that
you ever seen a rhino?
Yep. I seen one in person one time running on the street.
I'm not fighting that.
I didn't really see one in person, but I definitely wouldn't fight one.
Running down the street?
Yeah, just hooving cars, spearing them. Yeah, I'd definitely take the gladiator on.
You know, like some dogs get like aggressive towards cars.
Yeah.
Do you think if a rhino got free and got aggressive towards cars, just running through like
he would end a lot of things.
downtown traffic, just whoa, whoa, whoa. Just
Could you imagine that? How scary that would be? Because if you're in the car, what are you gonna do? Run over him?
No,
it's not happening. He'll just stomp your engine. Like he's gonna get up on it and stomp your hood in. Like you're done. I think they weigh like 600-700 pounds.
Oh, way more than that.
Is it more? Is it 1,200?
I was thinking it's close to 2,000.
Really? I didn't realize that. I thought they weighed like only like 1,000 pounds max or 1,200 pounds max.
We're gonna see here. Oh wow! A white rhinoceros, 5,100 pounds.
What?
Black rhinos range from 1,800 to 3,100, and then Indian rhinos are 4,900.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
So I'm definitely that's a lot.
The gladiator, he's getting it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no way I'm touching a rhino. If your TV remote didn't work and you were sick and couldn't get up all day, what channel would you put on for an entire day? I'd just get up and change it on the back of the TV. Oh, you're horrible, bro.
I would just listen to this. Oh. I would watch the snow and the static all day.
You would like irritate me so bad. I would go insane.
Wait, you don't want to watch the snow?
No.
What?
It'd be horrible. It didn't say anything about snow. Oh, you're talking about on the.
Yeah, I'm talking about whenever you don't have anything connected to the TV. It's all static.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's like horrible. You
never
know, actually, that reminds me of a movie called The Ring. You ever watched it?
The Ring?
Yeah, it's kind of like a scary movie. I don't know how it works, but I don't.
Isn't that part of like Lord of the Rings?
No.
This no, it's not Lord of the Rings.
Not part of the Lord of the Rings.
I was thinking The Hobbit.
It's not even part of that. I don't think.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. The Ring is like an old
The Hobbit's
scary
like,
movie.
Isn't it not like the prequel to Lord of the Rings?
I don't know. I never watched them.
I mean, I haven't watched them either.
All right, we read them all.
We got through all these.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Bada bang. Bada boom. Bada bang, bang, boom. All right, good.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just chilling.
All right. So the rest of this is all about Doomsday Preppers. I've been stuck, not really stuck, more like trapped on this like merry-go-round of watching Doomsday Preppers.
Oh my.
Why don't you just tear down the whole place?
Dude, I got scared. Okay. All right. Well,
turn the light a little bit.
Okay.
Pick it up.
All right, I'm picking it up. Now where we go with it? Down?
Oh.
No. I got this. You explain to me. No, don't you touch it. I'm going down.
No, not this.
Oh my! I'm blinded now.
Good. Right there.
Okay. Well, why didn't you just say that? Jeez. It's not my fault you put everything in the way.
All right. Now, how about you not try to tear down the whole place?
Okay, I will chill out from now on.
Jeez.
Go to the next topic.
Got anything else you want to destroy?
I could destroy your laptop.
that would ruin the whole show.
I think it'd make it good.
Well, they wouldn't record anything.
Yeah. We'll destroy your PC then.
All right. Anyway, so
just go ahead. Just keep talking.
So I've been stuck on this like merry-go-round of Doomsday Preppers, and not like I've binge watched them, and like not for good reasons because they're so bad. Like probably like I haven't watched a whole lot of television shows, but like probably top 3 worst television shows I've ever watched in my entire life. To the point where it's almost like they make it bad on purpose. Like I watched the first episode and then like the second and the third, and like the more I watched, the more I was like, this can't be real. Like this has to be something that they are just like faking up. Like just making to be funny, but like only for people who get it. You know what I mean?
But I don't think they are.
That's the thing. I don't think they are. But it seems that way because
I think they're out fooling people that have never actually done anything like that.
If these people are real, like if this is like a legitimate and these people are real and these people are serious, this is absolutely insane.
Oh yeah,
like these people need to be locked up in mental institutions. Not because
filling people, it's false information.
Like not even because like they're prepping or like anything like that.
Yeah,
like being prepared and all that stuff. That's great. Whatever. The way that they're shooting the shows and like what they're portraying is so out there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I showed you this first one, but I wish I could show the videos, but I can't.
Yeah.
So in the first episode, the very first episode I watched, I only watched like, I think like 15 minutes of it. And what happens is this guy, all of these episodes that I'm talking about, by the way, they're all prepping for dirty bombs. Every single one of them is what the people are prepping for is dirty bombs, which is like a homemade radioactive bomb. And so keep in mind throughout all of these things, a dirty bomb only has an effective range roughly of 5 square miles.
Yeah.
So it's very small.
Yeah.
That's what all these people are prepping for. So in the first episode, they're talking about this guy's showing like all of his guns and talking about like prepping ammo and guns and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he starts talking about the 22 long rifle and how it's like the best gun for prepping and like how it's easy to use and cheap and like all this stuff, which is all true. But where they lost me is they try to portray a young girl shooting a gun to like show how easy it is to shoot.
Yeah.
But in the episode, if you ever grew up with a BB gun, you can clearly tell that they're using a Red Ryder BB gun.
Yeah.
You can look at it, you know it's a Red Ryder. You can see the slot where they put the BBs. And then while they're filming it, you can see the girl lower the gun and you can see the BB, you can hear the BBs rolling through the gun, clear as day through the audio.
Yeah.
And then whenever they shoot it, it is clearly a 22 sound put
over top of it.
It's like dubbed over top of it. And they like even did like a little kick as if it's like a real 22.
Oh my gosh.
And
so basically they took a BB gun and made it sound like an actual gun.
Yes. For the video. So then if that wasn't bad enough, there's this shot where they pan in front of this girl aiming down the barrel of the gun.
I have seen this. You showed me this.
And as this girl's aiming down the gun, the eye that is supposed to be looking down the sights is completely closed, and she has the other one wide open. And
So if you're like shooting out your right eye, she was like, like aim eye or closed, and then her left eye was open,
and her face was like 6 inches off the stock. Like she wasn't even looking like down the sights. Like the whole thing
Did she have like the scope like buried in her eye?
There was no scope.
Oh,
it was
iron sights.
It was iron sights, but she was like had the gun like deep in her armpit and was like just hold it like this, and then just had like this eye closed so that she couldn't. It was ridiculous. So that was like the first 10 minutes of that episode. Turned that off. Couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
Like I watched it and I was like beating my head against the wall trying to like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that one was bad. So then I watched season 2, episode 3 for the people that would like to go back and that have Netflix that would like to go back and watch these.
Yeah.
Season 2, episode 3. There's 2 guys prepping for a dirty bomb. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What they've done is they have a huge piece of property. They have 2 houses, like side by side.
Yeah.
That they say that like they've specifically picked this location for this, and that, or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's like the houses are supposedly made out of like some type of stone that's like 9 inches thick that they said that could withstand like heavy gunfire or all this stuff.
Yeah. It's clearly not.
Yeah. Which, as if that's even going to happen. They act like this dirty bomb is going to hit, and everyone is just going to rush straight to those places and just mow them down, which is completely insane. But this guy, there's 2 guys. The main guy says that he spends 6 hours a day working on his preps. Like, so I guess that's all this guy does.
Yeah,
6 hours a day.
Jeez.
And like they go through the whole episode and like show everything that he has, which doesn't equal out to 6 hours a day. It's just like all of this, like they showed like his food. He only had like he has 9 months of food. So you're spending 6 hours a day on like basically food and guns and like nothing else. And once you get that,
this show is fake. Like it is definitely
like
fake.
You're definitely not spending 6 hours a day.
Yeah, no way.
This dude has 46,000 rounds of ammo at this like location that he has.
Yeah.
Which they show in the episode, which if you're trying to avoid people during the end of the world, why would you broadcast it to the world?
Yeah.
It was in like,
it's definitely all for money.
It was in Texas, but I forget where it was, but they said like the location, and then they show like the place like map view. If it's real, and they could have just CGI'd a map for the show, but if they didn't, you could, I'm sure, pretty easily find where it's at.
Yeah.
So
why would you post where you live at like that? Anyways, especially on something like Netflix. You know how many creeps are out there?
Yeah. So and then,
no way.
Yeah. So then like that's like rule number 1 if you're prepping.
Yeah.
You don't tell the whole world.
No.
You're not going to tell them like, hey, I got everything you could ever want down here.
Yep. I can make it 2 years without anything.
So he has, like I said, he has 9 months of food. But here's a kicker. He says in the episode that he has 9 months of food, but he has 9 months of food and water. He has poisoned 10% of his food and water supply. In case somebody that is like isn't welcome gets into his food, more than likely they'll get into the poison part or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the kicker is he said that he is the only one that knows which 10% has been poisoned. Just him. His family, nobody else knows. It's just him. So if he gets killed,
so then they're going to starve or eat.
So what are they supposed to do? Just like, well, hope this doesn't have poison in it. You know what I mean?
Oh
like that's one of those little things.
This is all made up. 100%.
That's one of those little things they put in there that I'm just like, this can't be real.
Yeah, it's like definitely not real.
How could you do this?
Yeah, you don't think his wife would be mad at him? Could you imagine if you had a wife?
She might not even know if it's real.
Yeah. Okay. Well, imagine if you
like,
got
the
a
way
wife and you really told me like, I'd poison 10% of that, but if something happens to me, I don't know what to tell you guys.
The way he said it, they had like he was like away from everybody, and he like said it kind of quiet, like it was a big secret, even though he just broadcast it to the whole world.
Yeah.
But
and then I poisoned 10%.
And then they were in right after that. He was like, they were doing some shot, like he was getting wood for something.
Yeah.
And he was standing by this bush in the desert, right? Trimming this bush with bolt cutters. Not like hedge trimmers, like legitimate bolt cutters. He's cutting little branches off this bush.
Oh my gosh.
And that was another one of those things that I'm just like, really?
What are you doing?
Like you're using bolt cutters, and you're filming this to put on a TV show, and it's supposed to look legitimate. Oh, and
I'm
just
trying to
keep
figure
in
out how the
mind,
show made it to Netflix.
well, Netflix is like its last resort.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, the show did get shut down in 2014, which I fully understand why.
Yeah.
I probably would have shut it down as soon as they showed me like the pilot.
Yep, I agree.
So let's see what's next. Okay, the next part of the episode, he has a giant water tank, a concrete water tank that he said was like, I don't know, 1 million inches thick or whatever. And
a million inches thick?
Not literally. He just,
like, I
think he said it was like 9 inches thick or something crazy. But he like he's like proud of this water tank. Like he specifically says that he went with this concrete water tank over a plastic one so that it could withstand explosions, because apparently people are going to be bombing his water. So this guy, and then the next part, he shows it says like, oh, I could have spent like $200, but I spent like $10,000 to get this tank, and it's bomb proof and all that stuff. So then the next part, they say that they have like the sheriff come out so that they can test the how bomb proof the tank is.
Yeah.
And the narrator said that they're going to test it with I think he said a proprietary mix of homemade explosives. You know what the homemade explosives were?
Probably Tannerite.
No.
What were they?
Gasoline in a bottle. They literally filled like wine bottles with gasoline.
Oh, that's bad.
And like not even a bunch of gasoline, like maybe like a quart of gasoline, if that.
Yeah.
They put a little lamp fuel on the wick the towel that they shoved inside of it. And he's like standing there, and it's like they make it like this big intense moment.
Yeah.
He throws this bottle of this tank is like probably 20 feet tall. Solid concrete. Or not solid, but the walls
I know
are
what
thick.
you mean.
So he throws it, and it breaks it on the concrete thing, and there's like a fire that's maybe like a foot in diameter.
Yeah, nothing at all
on the side of it, and he's just like, that right there tells me that it's durable enough to do what it has to do. And he's like dead serious. He is like
this is fake.
Oh, he's so proud of this concrete tank.
Oh my gosh, man!
And then I think if I remember right at the end, like they put the fire out or whatever. And he like taps on the side of it, and he's like, "Good job." He's like,
so what do you think he would do if an actual bomb, some Tannerite, got put beside that thing and just blew it to pieces? He would not be surprised at all because it's fake.
He'd call his producer. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. It's fake. Like he knows it's fake, and he just doing it to make money. 100%.
Yeah.
There's no way you don't know, especially if you're putting a.
What really worries me is the people that watched this and they're like all into it. Like, oh, what are they gonna do? Because like another side of it.
How do you fall for something like that?
Well, the other side of it is if you don't know anything about this stuff,
you're learning from them then. Well, that's what's bad.
Yeah, well, you're learning from them, but
you're learning false information.
I could see where this could look very impressive too.
Yeah.
You could be like, oh man, that's some pretty
good. That's good stuff,
I should do that. I should do this. Like I can see that.
But they're spreading nothing but false information over everything. So I don't understand how they're getting away with that one.
Okay, let's see here.
I hope that the people, when the end of the world does come, if it ever does, I hope the people that are living did not watch that show and believe it. That's all I want to say.
Well, if you want to be one of the ones that survives, you hope they duplicate the show to a T.
Yep, because I'm gonna be fine. Don't know about you all, but I'll be fine.
So in the next part of the episode, I have this guy labeled as Crazy Eyes in my notes because he's like, his eyes are like cross-eyed, and he just looks like he's just a psychopath, pretty much. And just like to preface this, it's the guy's the prepper, and he has a wife and a stepdaughter, or I'm assuming it's a stepdaughter because the wife and the daughter both have like really thick accents, like they're like foreign or something.
Yeah.
So throughout the entire part of that episode, like once they are focused on this family, it's actually pretty funny. But the girl's maybe like 10 or something.
Yeah.
She's like, whenever they're in the same frame, she's like staring at this guy like he's a psychopath. And she's like almost like roasting him throughout the episode.
Yeah.
Like they'll be doing something and she's like, why? Like it's hilarious. That part's actually funny.
That's actually funny.
But the is like the way they introduce this guy, he's sitting there and the first thing he says is he says that he thinks about prepping more than sex. That's like his introduction.
So he's in
it.
He's developed.
So
he's ready to go.
And then, since he's prepping for a dirty bomb, one of the first things he says that he does, and I think he said,
what do they actually think a dirty bomb is going to be? What are these? I mean,
a dirty bomb is a homemade, like a radioactive.
But they actually think there's going to be something like that. Take them out.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm asking.
That's what they're prepping for.
That's what they're prepping for. If they had like something completely different in mind.
No, they know what they're prepping for, technically, I guess.
A bottle of gasoline definitely compares to that dirty bomb.
Oh, 100%.
Yep. Completely true.
So then,
I'm going to have to go home and watch it and learn some stuff. Start practicing.
Yeah, you better. So then this guy, the next part, he says that like part of his weekly routine, I think can't remember if he does it once a week or twice a week.
Yeah.
Is he runs a radiation test throughout his entire house. And he pulls out this thing. It's like a green box. Looks like it's from like the 1800s.
You know what it probably is?
What?
I bet it's a voltmeter. Like, does it have like the gauges on it with the little needle?
It kind of looks like a voltmeter.
I mean, I bet that's what it is.
It's supposed to be a Geiger counter, which is like a legitimate device that detects radiation.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like as he's like showing this thing, the narrator comes on and says that like unless you're highly trained with it, most experts say it's completely useless or something. So like they're basically saying this guy has no idea what he's doing. But he's he pulls this thing out. It's got like this. It looks like a spatula basically attached to this like green box. Yeah. He's like walking through his house and like the little girl is like reading she's sitting in the living room like reading a book and he's like running it like along her legs and her head and she's just like giving him this look like, you psychopath. And then he's like going through his house and it's just like beep, 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 beep. And he's like, oh yeah, it's really low. We're really doing good. And he's like the whole time he has like these like crazy eyes and he's just, yep, radiation's very low. It's really low. Yep. Oh, this is good. And he does that throughout his entire house.
Guys, we're doing good.
Yeah, like that's what he does throughout his entire house.
People worry me. Like it makes me nervous.
Like if this guy's real, that's worrying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if he is real?
So then this guy, this is like one of the worst parts of the whole episode.
Yeah.
This guy, he crazy eyes. They do a test run of their bug out plan, which like a bug out plan is basically just like their plan that they're going to put into action once the dirty bomb hits. Like once it hits, this is what they're supposed to do to get away from it. So they they start doing like their tests and the guy like he says like go or whatever.
Yeah.
They all go to this one room and now keep in mind a dirty bomb's radiation.
Yeah.
Nothing stops radiation except for like whenever you go to get an x-ray, that's radiation.
Yeah.
The parts they aren't x-raying, they put like a lead vest.
Yeah.
So like lead, heavy metals.
Copper does too, doesn't it? I think it. I could be wrong.
Heavy metals, lead, concrete.
Yeah. I knew concrete for sure does.
Very dense things stop radiation. So the first thing he does is he makes everybody put on paper suits. All three of them have to put on these paper Tyvek suits.
He's good to go then. We're good.
Yep, all good. So not only that, they have to put on paper suits, which aren't going to stop radiation.
Yeah, correct.
They have to, he puts on a respirator, but for the mom and the girl, he gives them what appears to be a clear shopping bag. Like one of those like thick shopping bags.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
And they put that over their head. And then he has like some type of, to me, it just looks like a piece of tubing duct taped to a hole inside the bag. And then it runs to like this bag that is supposed to be like their supplemental oxygen, which really just looks like a homemade contraption.
Yeah.
So, and that's how they're supposed to keep away from the radiation, is these paper suits and these clear bags.
How
basically.
Impressed would you have been if you'd have, instead of watching this, and this man would have had a full concrete armor suit, like ready to go.
I would have been.
And could walk around in it, could walk around in it and move.
I mean, to me, once I was this deep in the episode, I would have been perfectly fine with that because everything's already so outlandish and stupid anyway. If you're gonna go stupid, just go all the way.
You might as well
put on a concrete suit, do whatever. So
I think they should have.
They put on these plastic bags, paper suits, whatever.
I'm gonna email them, ask him if I can be on the show.
Well, the show's done.
Oh, is it finished?
Yeah, it got taken off air in 2014.
Oh, okay. I thought they got it back on, and these were recent episodes.
No.
Okay,
No, these are old episodes.
That's my bad.
These episodes are like from 2012, I think.
Okay.
So, what else? Okay, so they put on the paper suits. They put on the clear masks or whatever. So the oxygen, right, is supposed to be there so that they don't breathe in the radiation, right?
Yeah.
But clearly, clear as day in the video, you can see that where they have these bags on their heads, the whole bottom's open. It's just like an open bag just hanging on top of their head.
So
this
we're not going to worry about this hole right here. As long as our body's covered, we're good. Don't worry about the hole. It can't get in there. That plastic bag is just going to force that radiation off and just show it who's who.
Right.
That's wonderful.
And that's why
I love this idea. I need to go meet this guy. He's a genius. I think NASA needs to hire this man.
So then they go to get in the car.
Mm-hmm.
First thing they do when they get in the car is they say that they have to duct tape all the vents off so the radiation doesn't get in. 2 problems with that. 1, if you're going to duct tape the vents, why do you have the suit on? The suit's supposed to keep the radiation away from you. 2, you have to open the doors to get in the car.
Yeah. So what happens when the radiation comes in there? How do you get it out?
Now that I don't know. And I don't think they know either.
So when they're opening the door, we're not going to worry about the radiation got in the car, but we're going to make sure that we duct tape these vents off so no more can come in here. But we open the door to get in the vehicle.
When they duct tape the vents, and I don't even know how this made it into the episode. Whenever they're duct taping the vents, you can clear as day see the duct tape is like crooked, not even covering the vent. Like they were doing like the defrost vent up front, and there was like they took this long strip and went to put it on, and like 3/4 of the tape isn't even touching the vent. It's just like on the dash.
So they just have it halfway on the dash, just stuck there,
and they just played off like it's like that's how you're supposed to do it.
The same guys that like take out their airbags in their car, right?
Probably. So then this guy, they all pile up in the car, and then they have they're getting this shot like of the guy that's driving, the dad that's driving.
Yeah.
And then in the background, you can see the little girl in the background with her like hood thing on.
Yeah.
Completely fogged up. From breathing in it.
Breathing in it so much you can't even see her. She's just walking around.
Like she's just sitting right there like this, and you can just see all fog. You're just like, okay, so they can't see anything.
So it's like having glasses in the winter and then hot air from your mouth or whatever, you blow up on them, like fog up and you can't see anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, these people.
But that's how you're supposed to get away from the radiation.
I need to visit this person.
So then
I really do.
So then they drive. They're doing their test to drive to that location with that other guy.
Yeah.
So they drive. They drive like I think 5-10 miles, something like that. And then they say they have to get out of the car and check the whole car for radiation.
Yeah.
See if there's any radiation on it. So you're opening the doors again
to let radiation in, but it's okay.
Yeah. So then he pulls out his I
want to go talk to these people. I need to go to an interview, but I want to be serious with these people and tell them exactly. I want to know their answers to my questions now.
They don't have answers.
I mean, I just want to know, why are you blocking off the vents to prevent radiation? But then you open the door to let radiation in, but that's okay. Why are you wearing the suit in the car if radiation, or why are you wearing the suit in the car if you duct taping the vents off is preventing radiation?
Right.
And then, if the suit is not letting radiation in, why are they duct taping the vents?
Exactly. So then once they drive the 5 to 10 miles, they pull the car off. They got to check for radiation. So he pulls out his trusty radiation detector.
Voltmeter.
Yeah,
they got their multimeter out and they're just walking out. Me.
Pretty much. And he makes everybody roll all the windows down. They all have to stick their hands out.
To let the radiation in.
Yes. they all have to stick their hands out of the windows.
This guy's a moron. This guy's an idiot.
And he checks all their hands for radiation. Which their hands, by the way, are exposed this entire time. So they're just getting radiated to death.
Okay. It's okay to let the radiation on your hands.
Yeah. The paper suit will stop everything else, but your hands, you don't need to worry about your hands.
Yeah, your hands don't get radiation.
So they all stick their hands out, and he's out there in the window, beep, 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 beep. And he's like, and the whole time he just looks like a psychopath. He goes, yeah, we're all good. We're good. We can relax now. And then they all relax. So they take off their plastic bags and stuff. So then they get to the place. And where that other guy is, like with the place with the 2 houses, they pull up to the gate. And before they get there, they tell you that the guy that's already there wants to do like a test run of like if an intruder comes. So he pretends that this guy that's coming is an intruder. So whenever this guy pulls up to the fence, he pulls up, and then the guy that's already there pulls up to the fence, and his whole family jumps out of the car, guns blazing. And they're all like
going Hatfield and McCoy on him.
Pretty much. They like hold them, hold them all up there. But the kicker is, as they're filming this, you can see that the guns don't have magazines. Like if they do have, there's even one that I saw that it had a magazine in it, but you know how magazines have that lip when they're seated?
Yeah.
You could see it wasn't even seated all the way. Like
so it kind of fell off on the ground.
Right.
They let go.
Like, there's so many little things that if you really pay attention, you're just
makes them look like morons.
How did this make it through? And like what producer put this together?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of who had it in them to post it and be like, oh, they'll never catch on to this.
I have no idea. So they do this whole thing or whatever.
Did they just do it for clout or like did they? I don't know. So they go through their whole test run and the guy's like, he's like, who are you? And the guy's like, let me in. And the guy's, he has to like verify who he is or whatever. So then once they decide that the guy is safe to come in. Does he have his card with him? His little safe card to let him know.
No, there was no card.
Oh, okay.
So once they decide that he's safe to come in, the guy that's on the other, that's like, the crazy guy with the radiation detector.
Yeah.
He walks up the fence. He's like, oh man, you really scared me. He's like, acts like he just got like, just terrified. And he's like, I thought it was pretty close. I thought you were going to get me. And like, it's the worst acting in the world. Right. So then there's some more stuff happens. They go out and I think they kill a goat for the younger kids to show them like where food comes from or whatever. They kill this goat. They show, and then they pan to this video where they have the goat's head inside of a cooler full of ice.
Yeah.
And then no context whatsoever. Like no preface leading up to this. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
The crazy guy, he goes, he just randomly, he goes, yeah, I'd suck the eyes. There's no context. Nothing.
They're not even talking about the eyes, right?
No, it's like the way the video was set up was like the cameraman was like filming the cooler and then they were like over here talking. And like, I don't know if that was like just something that
he threw in there.
Yeah, that just like they wasn't supposed to make it into the final video, but it did. Like, it
Do you
just
think
no context.
He was trying to be funny or is this man like serious?
I have no idea. But so then that was it of the goat part. There's no more goat.
Yeah.
So then they go off into the field and they're supposed to be testing their like invader deterrents or whatever.
Yeah.
And they go through this whole thing and they say that they're testing their homemade IED made with proprietary ingredients. And like they go through this, they make it sound like something like crazy big. It's a thing of tannerite. That's all it is. Like you can see the jug of tannerite and it shows them like shaking it up. And then while they're like shaking it up, they're like selling it as like this insane concoction that they came up with.
They built themselves.
Yeah. And it's not even a bunch of tannerite. It's like a pound.
Yeah.
So it's out in the field. And then the two guys are up in this hunting blind, right?
Yeah.
The one guy shoots it, it explodes, and they're like, yeah, they high five, and they're like all excited because it worked.
Oh my.
So then while they're up there, the
who sold these people guns?
I don't know.
I think we're going to tighten down on who we sell guns to.
And so then the next part is the guy, like not the crazy eyed guy, but the other guy, starts talking about how the crazy eyed guy is like unsafe and like doesn't. So
now they're like turning against each other behind their back.
Kind of. He's talking about how like he needs to like up his safety with weapons or whatever.
Yeah.
So then they talk about, so this guy apparently has a muzzle brake on his gun.
Yeah.
And they start talking about how muzzle brakes, not deter, but they diffuse the gas in all directions or whatever, and they are a little bit louder.
Yeah.
Than just a regular gun. So the next shot is the one guy, both of them are aiming out of the blind, and the one guy, the crazy-eyed guy, is like aiming at something and he shoots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever they're panning the camera, you see like half of the guy's gun outside of the stand, right? So he shoots, but then
I watched this. This is actually really funny.
But then whenever he shoots, the camera falls off out of the stand all the way on the ground because it's just so
too loud,
so insane. And then the next shot is the second guy, the not crazy eyed guy, laying on the ground with EMTs around him, like completely incapacitated. Like can't function.
He's like puking. He ends up puking in the field.
He's puking, can't stand up, can't walk, can't do anything.
He can't hear anything. He's like fake crying.
Yeah, he's crying, says he has like a headache and like all this stuff. And then they blame it all on the muzzle brake. And then like you go back and you watch it and you see that both guys had ear protection on. The
gun's halfway outside of the blind in the video, correct?
Yeah. It's so outside of the gun.
You're not even hearing the noise hardly.
But then they say that it's because it was on the inside, even though they clearly filmed on the outside. But then the biggest thing is if they're both in the exact same blind, how is one guy completely fine
and the
other guy
dying,
incapacitated, can't even function, like on the verge of death?
I bet their mother and father are not proud of them at all.
And then
I would not be.
I don't know if I showed you this part. And then the next part that cuts to that guy, the guy that was like puking and all that stuff, it cuts to him on the porch.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's not crying, but he's like almost crying as he's sitting next to that other guy. And he's like, I'm just going to have to let you go, man. And he's like, you shot inside the blind. and the guys, they're like act all emotional and they hug. And he's like, and then the crazy guy's like, I understand, man. I get it. And it's like, it's so bad.
So they're trying to act like they're terrified. This has busted his eardrums. He's puking. His stomach's upset. He's dizzy. He can't handle it all. And I'm done. Like, I don't know what to expect from these people. If I met them in real life, I would love to do a vlog with them. I would love it every second of it. Because everything stupid that they told me, I would come at them with the correct answers, like, and just see what their reactions to things are, or if they want to argue, see how they argue.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to meet these people badly now. I wonder how bad it would be.
Wait for this next one. It gets even worse.
Oh God.
All right. So this next one, this is season 2, episode 7.
Yeah.
This guy's not prepping for a dirty bomb. He is prepping for an EMP. I almost said EMT.
Yeah, I was wondering what you mean by EMT. I thought you were going to say EMT too.
EMP, which is a electromagnetic pulse. It'll just like supposedly basically just fry everything that's electronic.
Yeah.
That's what the guy's prepping for. So his solution to this is to go straight medieval. So because in his interview, he says that once all the electricity is gone, everybody's going to revert right back to the medieval times. So he's gonna be prepared.
He's already ready.
He's gonna be prepared by going medieval.
Oh man.
So what he's done. He built a 6,000 square foot castle, like legitimate castle.
Okay, here's another question. How are these people getting the money to build this stuff?
Well, this guy was like, I don't remember what he was. He was something like big lawyer or whatever. Something he had.
He had a lot of money.
He was,
decent amount.
I think they said he was a millionaire or a multimillionaire or something.
Yeah.
But
he's smart, but he's stupid.
Yeah. But he had like all of his money like tied up in this castle.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So it's a 6,000 square foot castle that, by the way, was not finished. It was the walls of a castle. Like it was like just concrete brick, cinder blocks.
Yeah, I don't know why I was trying to swallow my water to
cinder blocks.
Call you out on that one.
That were built up into like the shape of a castle. And it was like, I think it was like 2 or 3 stories high.
Yeah.
But that's it. It's not finished. So it's just like a concrete pad with walls that were built like a castle. That's it. That's all the guy's got.
Oh, man.
So that's his 6,000 square foot castle. Well, 6,000 square foot when it's done, he said, of living space. Then he has a 3,000.
How many people does he plan on housing?
We'll get there.
Okay.
So he has a 3,000 square foot bunker underneath of the house.
Do you get to see the bunker?
Or underneath of the castle. You see bits and pieces of it. You don't see the whole thing.
So he actually went all out with this. He's serious.
Right. So he said that the cost of it that he had total invested into it so far was $1 million in this like castle thing. So
I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool to own a castle. It'd be cool.
This guy's like, I don't know, by 60 or so.
Also, he's on that like make it or break it line. He's going out there now.
This guy, I think he's like 60. He has 10 kids. He has 10 kids that the oldest is 41. The youngest is 8.
8 years old?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That poor
10 kids. And then he had like, I forget how many grandkids.
Do you invite friends over? Probably not.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Maybe when I was younger, they wouldn't know the difference. But as I got older, nope. I'm going to my friend's house. Going there and hanging out. You're not coming to my house.
Right. So he let's see. So he has 10 kids. He the whole point of like this whole episode was he was trying to figure out which one of his kids was gonna like pass the torch to, basically, to like, you know, continue on the castle project and like keep
it going and be prepared for all this.
Keep everything going. So he has because I guess the way it sounded, like all of his kids are all like in different places.
Yeah.
So he like brought them all together for like one weekend to the castle where he could like evaluate each one and like, you know, see how they work with different things, teach them stuff, and like see who was like the best candidates to take over or whatever. Yeah. Because he said that that whichever kid it was that he picked to pass the torch to wasn't going to know. He was just going to put it in his will. So and then after he died, then they would know. So he was like going to evaluate them all silently.
Yeah.
And then like pick one. So he brings them all to the castle or whatever. And his oldest kid, the 41-year-old, is a guy. And he starts with him. And he it shows like what he's trying to do is he's trying to like judge his like how skilled he is with firearms.
Yeah.
So they have an AK sitting on a table.
So hold on. We're going castle times. We're going to have guns now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
Yeah. All right.
So
just wanted to make sure I heard that correctly.
So this guy, this 41-year-old,
medieval times with guns,
he picks up an AK, and he's like, it shows him like he puts the stock like under his armpit, and he like has his head like all cranked over to look down the sights. And the dad's sitting there like he looks all proud, and he goes, "You see that can?" And they have like a can out on a stick. He's like, "You see the can?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right, well, go ahead and shoot." And the guy's just like, bah, 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 bah. He shoots through the whole magazine, like a whole 30-round magazine, just dumps it all into the woods. Like you can see the shots just everywhere.
Yeah.
And then like he gets done, he looks at his dad and he goes, "Good job." Like that was it. Like they didn't address the fact that like he did everything wrong. That like he didn't even hit the target at all.
Yeah.
He just sprayed throughout the woods. So then they decided that they were going to one of the things was they were going to help him build like not satellite solar panel like array where he's going to mount like 6 solar panels on like a rotating thing.
Yeah.
To like, you know, put them north towards the sun or whatever. So they have like all these pieces laid out. There's 10 kids. None of them know what to do. Like it shows them all just like looking at each other and like trying to like put this piece here, and then the other one like takes it and they're like trying to put it in. Like you can tell none of them
have no clue.
They don't have a single clue what's going on. Nothing. So then
great.
So they do all that, and that part's like 10 minutes of them just like trying to figure out how to do anything. And then like once and like the whole thing only looked like it had like 2 or 3 pieces.
Oh, really?
But like they
just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, they just couldn't figure out those 2 or 3 pieces.
That's great.
So then he decides that they're gonna do like a dry run through of their like battle plan, right? So
so they're ready for war.
Like what they're supposed to be doing is like testing what they would do if their castle was being like someone's trying to take over the castle.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So take a guess what this battle plan was.
I mean, I'm hoping it's fight them off with those AKs in medieval times.
What it was complete chaos. He has all 10 kids. I think there was some grandkids there or whatever. And it wasn't just the 10 kids. It was like if the kids were like were married or whatever, it was like them and like the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the wife, or like whatever. So it was more than just 10 people there. So they all get guns. Some of them got guns. Some of them got bows and arrows. And some of them, like some had rifles, some had pistols. They all had like different weapons.
Yeah.
So their whole like dry run through of like being attacked was on the top of the castle. There's just a giant window, and they were supposed to just get in lines and just take turns running up to the window and shooting out the window. So you see these people.
This makes my head hurt.
And these guns, you know, the one of the guns, I think 3 of the girls had Mosin Nagants. Was their bolt action.
Yeah.
And they didn't know how to work them because like you see them run up to the window and then they would shoot once and then it would show like 2 minutes of them in the background, like trying to figure out how to work the bolt.
Trying to pull the bolt. They couldn't get it up, back, and slide it back in and drop it back down.
No idea. I think even one of them was like hitting it against the ground to try to like get it open. And then,
for those of you all that don't know how a bolt works, basically I don't know. I don't even.
You can Google it. It's not that hard.
Easy. Yeah, you just up, back, in, back down.
Right.
Like it's simple.
And then 2 or 3 of them had bows and arrows that like they would draw it, and like as they draw it, the arrow falls out, and then like they have to like grab it back. It was complete chaos.
I wish one of them would have like dry fired and smacked their arm with the string.
Like you could take that castle over with like a paintball gun, and they would be completely clueless. Wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, you could probably just go in there with no guns and take it over.
Well, probably
a little bit of brains, and you could probably just outsmart them and get them go on the outside of their castle and then close the door and be done with it.
All you'd have to do is just go to the back.
Yeah,
stay within that big window that they were all shooting out of. So they do that. Complete disaster. Like nobody knows how to do. It looked like it literally looked like they were filming in kindergarten class.
Yeah,
like just kids, like people just all over the place. Nobody knows where they're supposed to be going, what they're doing, how to shoot, how to reload. Like nothing.
Yeah,
nobody has a clue. So then they let's see. So then they go into the bunker, because then it starts raining real hard during the video. So then they go down to the bunker and they start like going through their food and stuff. And the like they had MREs for food is what they had.
Yeah.
And most of them, I think they said most of them were 12 years past the expiration or something.
Oh.
Yeah, like that was their food supply. So then during the thunderstorm, the castle, of course, was just like a shell. The bunker actually had like electrical and like stuff like that had been ran through the bunker.
Yeah. So
during the storm, the something gets struck by lightning, or there's something happens, and they're in the bunker, and all of the conduit and everything that's ran for the electrical and the like electrical panels all just starts like sparking and arcing in all different directions. Like everything that's metal, like they're like panning the camera around, and like everything that's metal is just like sparking. And then the guy, the old guy that's supposed to be it's his castle. He's just like, I don't really know what to do.
So he has no clue in this situation.
No, he has no idea.
Handle it.
He's just sitting there and he just goes, well, I guess we'll just wait it out. Like, he's completely clueless. No idea.
Oh, he just gonna chill there. He's like, well, we'll see what happens in an hour. It'll go away eventually.
Right. So then the storm passes or whatever. So then they the next part, they clear up the electrical issue, and they say that it was because of some of the rebar that they left in the concrete. Which that's not true.
Makes no sense at all.
Right. And then they just kind of that's it.
Blow it off.
That was that was all they showed of that guy. Like it was just like a little piece, and then that's it.
Oh my God.
And then
I'm glad this show got shut down.
Yeah. And then the next one is kind of stupid, but it was also kind of cool. The guy, it's like a family, and what they've done, I think it was in Virginia maybe, or maybe South Carolina.
Yeah.
Georgia, I think. But they what they've done is they've built an old Wild West style amusement park. It's supposed to be like a
like Cowboys kind of thing.
No, not well, yeah, kind of. But what's it called? Like a reenactment. The whole thing's supposed to be like a reenactment of like that time period. They have like little food places and rides, and like they have like a whole little amusement park.
Yeah.
But like behind the scenes, it's all like a prepping thing for the end of the world. And they said that they use all the money that they make from the amusement park to fund the prepping. So like
there's too many people out here in this world, man.
So like throughout the whole amusement park, there's like underground tunnels, and like there's like all this stuff that they can hide within the amusement park. So in case like someone tries to attack it or whatever. So that part's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, they got tunnels and stuff buried.
They also have like cannons and stuff like for the reenactment, but like they could also use them to
in actual fight.
Yeah, so they can like defend the place
because
or whatever.
Cannons they work now in 2020.
Yep. And they tested the cannon, but it took them. I think they had to light like 4 fuses to get it to go off. And that's the demonstration that they put in the thing is them trying to light it over and over and it not working. And then it. I think they filled it. I think it showed them filling it with airsoft BBs, and it was just like, really, like this is what you're gonna show?
Oh man!
And then they those people, they said that there was like one weakness or something to get into the like one path that somebody could get into besides the front gate. And this is bad. All it was like a little patch through the woods that was maybe like 10 foot wide. You're walking through the woods and it goes down to like a dry creek bed and then up out of it. And like that little area was, they said that their one weakness to the whole place was that somebody could walk through there.
That was the only weakness though.
Right.
Nothing else.
Right. So you know what they do?
What? They guard that one area?
Nope. They go out, and this was like half of the episode was them doing this. They go out to their they planted a bamboo forest like somewhere near the thing.
Yeah.
Because they said something about like bamboo is like one of the most useful woods or like something stupid. Yeah. So they go chop some bamboo and they chop it in like points. And then they go and they stick these points inside that little creek bed and like all sticking up. And then they're all standing there all proud and they're like, nobody can get through this. If you and they're like, if you're coming through here and you trip and fall on this, you're done.
Done for.
But like the way they placed them, they were all probably like a couple feet apart evenly throughout the creek bed. So if you were walking, you would just walk around it. Like no defense whatsoever. So they say that they're going to test it. And what they do to test it.
Oh, I thought they threw a human on it.
Kind of. They go and they get a mannequin. And they're standing on the edge of the creek bed with this mannequin. And they don't just like push it into the bed and it falls on the spikes.
Yeah.
They throw it up as if it's like doing a belly flop off of a diving board. And they throw it straight up. And then it comes straight down and lands on the spikes. And one of the spikes puts like a little hole in its neck. And the guy picks it up, looks at it. He goes, you see that? There's nobody getting through here. he's dead serious.
He's dead serious about this. He's like, he knows he's good.
They literally probably put 15 spikes in this little area.
Oh God. You couldn't walk around it though.
No
walking around it.
No. You cannot make it through there.
There's magical powers holding you out through there.
And if you were going to go through there, you can't just walk. You got to like belly flop into it and then you can walk. So then so they show all that. It's all a bunch of nonsense. And they have like the park has like some type of train that they like give like one of those little trains like for kids.
Yeah.
And they point that train out as one of the things that they say that whenever the end of the world comes or whatever, they're going to use that train to transfer things throughout the park.
I'm done.
And then
this is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh man.
So then
now they're using the train to transport things.
Right.
Underground tunnels, magical area that you can't touch.
So then at the end, the last thing they do is they basically play like they're trying to demonstrate like how good like their team security is basically.
Yeah.
So the whole family, there's like two brothers and then they each have like 2 or 3 kids or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're basically playing a game of like laser tag or not laser tag, but whenever you're a kid, you play like laser tag, but with flashlights at night.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're playing, what was that called? Spotlight?
Yeah. Spotlight.
That's basically all they're playing.
If you shine the light on them, they were tagged.
Exactly. They're playing that, but the flashlights are attached to their guns. So like the one team has they have their given point inside of the amusement park and the other team has to start outside. And they're supposed to like
work their way in,
like see how far they can make it in before they take them out. Right.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest thing in the world. Like these people, they're not even trying. Like they're literally just like walking like slow and just like looking around. And then like somebody would like stand up slowly out of like from behind a wood pile. And then they'd shine their light and go, you're out. And they'd go. And then they're just like slowly fall on the ground like they've been shot. And it was like that throughout the entire game.
So we're not talking Navy SEALs or anything.
No.
We're talking just idiots.
Yeah, we're talking just just idiots. They're just like walking around their amusement park, and then like they even had like walkie-talkies and stuff, and they were like talking to each other and like
he's coming to the south side,
and then like they would like throw like a decoy, like one of them would grab a trash can and like throw it, and then they'd be like, oh, what was that? And they'd like act like all scared
because they're not trained to go in here.
Right. Like it, and then that was the last thing they showed.
Man, yeah, that's rough. I don't know how this episode made it that far.
That's all I got for the Doomsday Preppers, but that's like
out of this world. Like
I think
stupid.
I think I watched 3 episodes, maybe 4, and that was all I could take. Like I literally,
I can't go home and even look it up.
Like I literally couldn't watch anymore. I was just like, I'm going to I'm going to lose brain cells.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And be stupid by the time I get done with this.
Yeah, you're not. I don't know. I just wonder how many people actually watched it.
It ran for 3 years. I think it was 2011 to 2014.
Jeez.
And each season was like 10 episodes, maybe. Yeah.
So you're looking like 30 episodes of this.
Yeah.
How did you come up with 30 episodes of nonsense like this?
I don't know, man.
I don't even know how there's 30 people in the United States that think like this.
I don't know. I think we should start our own YouTube channel doing it.
Yep, I think so. We can do it. I'm down to do it.
Just make it as stupid as possible.
Yeah, that's all I was going to say. We don't have to be smart. We just have to be dumb.
Like, listen, we're prepping for the spaghetti monster. And he's coming.
You know he is.
Yeah. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
We've seen him one time. Oh, man. That's a nightmare.
Have I taken enough of your brain cells?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not for sure. I don't even know if I know how to drive.
Just think about watching the episodes. You just heard me tell you about them. Imagine watching them.
It would be horrible. I have to agree.
All right. So you got anything else?
I'm good. I think I'm good. Go follow the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. You just put them in the links, right?
Yep.
Alrighty. I appreciate it.
All right. See you guys later.